Alright, so my name is Dhrov, and I'm going to be doing the walkthrough to the software that I've created so far. Some parts of the software are complete, some parts of are under construction, and some parts I haven't even started on. So today's my last day, and I'm going to be handing it over to these two guys.
Yeah, and Ayman.
Yeah.
Alright, so first thing, we have the front panel of the actual UI. I've done a bunch of work for the UI, and the way I set it up so far is that there's a tab thing where we organize all our controls and indicators.
Yep.
Photocopy is going to be where, in the end, this is going to be where people go and they just click kind of photocopy, and this is like where they're going to have the options to just do the photocopying part of the thing. I haven't actually worked on this at all because this is kind of going to be like the end product. I worked on the setup tab. I'll explain this a little bit more. Development tab, you only see these like three things right now: the errors, ins and out, and there's a shifter down here. This can be very useful for debugging because you can see everything and it's going on with the program. And one more state that you guys are probably going to need to add here later, one more tab, is going to be manual control for the arm. Whether you do like a simple arm or delta arm or whatever, you're probably going to need another state just called manual control. And I don't know, you can be creative on what features you add to that. One thing I was thinking that you should try and use the joysticks, the blue joysticks we have. The code is pretty much done for you, a lot of it, in terms of how to actually implement the joysticks into your program. You just look at a bunch of examples. You can look at code that FRC stuff uses and so on, and try and incorporate that so you can actually control the thing with the joystick. Could be kind of cool. So I'm just going to go over the setup tab. The way the actual thing I'm thinking is going to work, like the actual photocopying, is going to take a picture of a bunch of Lego blocks upside down, and we're only going to deal with them upside down. It's just easier. And it's going to look at a bunch of scattered blocks, and it's going to know where it's going to need to first recognize where each block is and what type of block it is. So is it like a 4-piece block, or is it like a 3, or and what color it is. And once it knows that data, then when it goes to the photocopying state, it can use that data to pick it up and so on. So in the setup tab, you're going to set it up because that requires, for it to be able to do that function, go through that functionality and actually recognize where the blocks are, it needs some setup required before the program is run. So what you have to do is you have to first load the image. So let me just run the program here. So you click on load file, and what you do is you select a file. I'm just going to select this one. It's not actually Lego pieces, but it's just an example. And you can use the zoom to zoom in to this. And what you need to do first is you need to tell it where the Lego block is in the image, and it doesn't know what a Lego brick looks like. So you need to first tell it where it is so that it can recognize it and see patterns. And what you do is you click on a rectangle tool. I'm just going to use this I guess the capacitor here, and first you select it. You can adjust this depending. It's on the Lego brick. Just remember that usually works better if you leave a little edge around it. Otherwise, it can't recognize that it's supposed to be a rectangle. So click Learn Template. This is the status. So this constantly updates. When this picture appears here and it says Learning Successful, that means that it learned all the patterns that it could find in here, and it knows what this particular thing looks like now. If you click search, it will search for whatever is in this indicator here. So if you click search, so you found these three, it says, oh, these three look alike. It didn't find this last one, so you can adjust these settings to make it work, whatever you need to do. I found balance works better. Yeah, see, it's not finding it today. So like yesterday when I tried it, my sample worked, and today it doesn't work. So maybe what you need to do is you need to select a better sample. Yep. So that rectangle, I try and adjust it a little bit more so that it will find this other block as well, right? It's just a bunch of tweaking, and it also says how many matches were found. So 3 matches were found. Now, so say you're happy with the sample, right? You're happy with the sample you took and you like it. So you click, you select what kind of sample it is. So the naming structure, the way I've set it